Good evening. Welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Coach Blue, Coach Palmer on the action tonight. Coach, first round playoff action between a very good historic program and a Heritage Panther team that's had a great season.
Yeah, it's playoff time, and if you're not excited, you're watching the wrong thing.
Coach, Vero comes in 8-2, Heritage 9-1. Vero draws the 4 seed in the region for the playoffs, and Heritage draws the 5. Heritage district champ gets the home game. What are some expectations you have for tonight?
Well, these guys played in the spring game, and as everybody knows, Heritage got a bunch of transfers after that point that were able to play in the fall. Vero also benefited from some transfers after the spring game. The spring game was a very close game, low-scoring game, but I
don't think we're going to see that tonight.
I don't think it'll be a low-scoring game, but I think it's going to go down to the wire.
Okay.
I think it's going to go down to the very end. I think these guys are evenly matched. I think that they're both loaded with talent at the skill position. I know one of the coaches at Vero, and one of the concerns he had after the spring was their ability up front. And so they're very similar, both of these teams, both these lineups.
Couldn't agree more, Coach. I feel like we're going to see some fireworks tonight, some explosive plays from both sides because they just – when you have the type of athletes that both these teams have, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a game.
And if you have any scores from any other playoff games going on around Brevard County, Central Florida, anywhere, please drop them in. Tonight's game sponsor, Top Notch Training 321, as we get ready for the coin toss. And Orange Pest Control. Those will be our 2 big game sponsors for tonight. And we can't forget our long-standing sponsor this season, Rich's Auto Tech.
It's playoff football, man.
It feels like
I can't believe the season went so fast, and here we are. Both teams had great seasons building up to this moment here. I thought they would end up playing each other later in the playoffs. I didn't think that they would be a 4 and a 5 seed, but this region is loaded with talented teams, so we get the matchup a little earlier than I thought we would. But man, it's gonna be a great game.
Head referee tonight is Lloyd Roberts. He told me he wasn't starting the game until somebody got him some bug spray because we have some monster mosquitoes out here tonight.
Oh, they're hungry. They're swarming.
See who wins the toss here. Captains for Heritage are Benson, Alexander, McDonald, and Tenna. This is an ASO Officials Association. They are from Volusia County. Vero has won the toss and deferred to the second half, so Heritage will receive the opening kickoff. Again, these are officials from Volusia County, Coach, not from Indian River, not from Brevard, so that's how the playoffs work. You get them from somewhere else.
It should be nonpartisan. A lot of pressure on quarterback Joe Tenta shoulders going into this game. 4-year varsity starter at quarterback. He's played a lot of football. He's got a lot of talent around him this year, and he's got a lot of pressure. But that goes with the position, and he wouldn't want it any other way. So Heritage will be looking for him to come out.
For Heritage to have a successful night tonight and win this game, Joseph's got to have one of his best games he's ever played. And,
yes.
And the secondary's got to be able to cover and play better than they did in Oviedo.
Yeah, this will be the biggest test they've had as far as talent goes since that Oviedo game mid-season. Special teams is going to be huge tonight. Anytime you have 2 evenly matched teams like this, special teams can be the game breaker. One bad missed snap, one blocked kick, a missed extra point making you chase. Mm-hmm. Any little special teams gaffe can really change this game.
We got to keep a collection of mosquitoes tonight. Coco's up 24-0. They must have a 7 o'clock kickoff. Caleb, Allen's going to be home in bed before we get out of the first quarter.
Huh?
Allen's going to be home and in bed before we get out of the first quarter.
It's only funny because you think he sleeps.
We'll see BSN bright and early tomorrow at the ACYAA Super Bowl. Coach Blue, your son playing in at 5 o'clock?
Yeah, I know the coach. He's all fired up. Get to play in the Brevard Big House over at Palm Bay High School.
Yep. All right, getting ready to kick this one off. Heritage will receive the opening kickoff.
I believe this will be the first Heritage home playoff game since 2018.
My favorite one is when Heritage did they beat Miami Central here or they beat them down south?
They didn't.
They beat them one year, didn't they?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Was it Dalvin
Beat
Cook?
Naples one year.
Naples. Was it Dalvin Cook that came to this field or was it James Cook in Yearby?
No, that was down there.
Okay.
That was the younger Cook down there.
Vero got that FSU war chant going good. I like to hear that. Got the Hurricanes tomorrow. Michigan and Penn State.
Yeah, I'm a little fired up for that one.
All right, looks like we had them lined up the wrong way, so we're going to switch sides and kick off the correct direction.
A shout out to Merritt Island Christian for advancing to their 8-man championship game tonight.
Merritt Island Christian, Caleb says, advanced to their 8-man championship game. Space Coast wins the state title in the Sunshine State Athletic Conference. Congrats to them. Deep for Heritage is I.J. Cordero and Xavier Alexander. Let's see if we can get a number of the kicker for.
Very deep.
Looks like 89. He's going to pooch this one. Braden Marson. Alexander's going to get to the edge. He's got speed. He's going to return this one to the 28-yard line where Heritage takes over 1st and 10. Coach, if you're a Heritage fan, this is the tone setter here early.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they want to see Joe Tena come out and hit a receiver in stride early. When he's struggled, it's usually been in the first quarter. But the last couple games, he's come out and had great first quarter. So that'd be a good starting point for them.
I think we'll see a heavy dose of senior Tayshawn Benson tonight as well. Have a penalty on the first play. Offsides on Vero. Disciplined play by the Panthers.
That's a great job of coaching right there. You want to keep that defensive line from teeing off on you, so you go on 2. You mix up your snap count. It's hard to do, though, man. It's hard to get those little linemen to go on 2, as you know.
Especially first play of the game. Everybody's antsy, ready to get after it. 1st and 5 for Heritage. Snap, handoff Benson. Running through a defender. He's going to fall forward for a gain of 3. 2nd down and 2 for Heritage. Number 0, TJ Alford on the tackle for Vero.
Nice stalemate right there up front. Both offensive and defensive line ready to play this game.
O'Galley up 7-0 over Merritt Island. Cocoa extends their lead 31-0 over Eustis with a pick 6. 2nd and 2 here for the Heritage Panthers. Alexander's going to go in motion. Tena hands off. He's going to get. Coach, he's just shy of a 1st down. Nice run by Benson. Coach, that DN off the edge is crashing hard here for Vero.
Yeah, he's going to smoke when that guy goes in motion and there's no more outside threat. He's got contained. He's going to come smoke off the edge every time.
Third and short here for Heritage. Coach, three straight plays with trips to the boundary. Sorry, that's trips to the field side, not the boundary. Man in motion goes Benson. He's going to get it out. Down
First
the
down.
sideline, gain of 6. Nice play call, 1st and 10, Heritage.
That was a very dangerous
It was
play
very.
there. That was a backward pass, and he had to reach down and get it. A lot of guys, when they're out there in the alley like that, they take their eyes off the ball before they look it in. You see it on Sundays. You see it on Saturdays. Great job there on the catch, looking that ball all the way in and picking up the first down.
Cordero checks in for Monroe. 1st and 10, Heritage on their own 44-yard line. Tenna takes a snap. Tenna's going to throw it out. Coach, that was read well by number 3, R.J. Jones, and covered well by number 7, Griffin.
Yeah, that was a good thing that was not catchable. You know, Vero's, even though they gave up the first down, take away the penalty, Vero's okay with that. If they can hold Heritage to 2, 3, 4 yards of play and make them go 12 plays down the field and score, I'm sure they're fine with that because they probably don't think that anybody can do that consistently on them.
2nd and 10 for Heritage. Snap goes to Benson. Backside, Benson bounces. He's going to be close to a Heritage first down. Let's see what they spot him. Tayshawn Benson, 10-yard run, first down, Heritage.
Coach, I've said it a million times. That is the hardest running 150, 155-pound kid you've ever seen. If he's that.
No height and weight for him listed. First and 10 on the Indians' 46-yard line for the Panthers. Man in motion is Cordero. Yeah, slant route intended for number 18, Zeke Amy, incomplete.
Good job, Tip, on the drop coverage there. The motion shows you whether or not they're trying to play man. So, you know, the motion does many things. It makes the defense communicate pre-snap, which can cause confusion and communication at the last second. It'll also let you know what coverage you're looking at most of the time.
7-man officiating crew. You don't see it much in regular seasons anymore, Coach. Shortage of officials. Tenna takes a snap, hands off Benson again. Benson got a big hole. He'll pick up, we'll call it 4. So 3rd and 6 here for Heritage. Look at all these youth kids standing on the bench on the sideline so they can see.
I can't argue with you on that, Terrell.
3rd and 6 for Heritage. Tenna takes a snap. Throws it. Not sure who was intended to. Had 2 receivers in the same spot. It's going to bring up 4th down. Coach, you gonna punt this one and try to pin them, or you gonna go for it here?
I'm going to punt it early. But we've seen them all year. Anytime they basically cross the 45, it's 4-down territory. But this team's different. This is the toughest team they've played since Oviedo, and you cannot give them good field position and give them a short field. You've got to make them go, 80, 70, 80
Coach,
yards.
I can't tell you the last time we've seen Heritage in a punt formation.
Exactly.
I mean, I couldn't tell you. So 4th and 6, Tenna back to punt. And the big thing here is you got to cover. And he's going to kick that one dead in the middle. Oh, it's going to bounce off the receiver, number 20. He's going to be able to recover it. I'm sorry, the returner. 1st and 10, Vero on their own 16.
Very fortunate to get that back.
Elijah Anderson was the returner for Vero.
If that was a designed angle punt, that was a great punt there by the punter. If the Heritage cover team was going right, that was a great job pinning that return down there on the side. See, that's what you're going to make them go now 84 yards. That's what, if you're Heritage, that's why you punt that ball.
Coach Panucci, we appreciate you tuning in. Seven is the quarter. No, what number's the quarterback? Is that 9? Tyler Ronson hands it off up the middle. See if I can get a ball carrier. 44, Tay Osby, the Palm Bay transfer.
That was a good job by Vero's offensive line there. They got their guys moving downfield, that offensive line surging downfield and moving that Heritage D line.
Second and short for Vero. EG up 14-0 over Merritt Island. Watson takes the snap, hands off again, up the middle, nowhere to go. He'll still be short. Third and short here for Vero. Connor Robinson on the tackle. Looks like that was number 36 on the 35. Josh Lancey-Fort.
Vero doing a lot of subbing here. They send 2 guys in, 2 guys out the last play, send 3 guys in, 3 guys out this play.
Third and short again. Osby checks back into the game for Vero.
A heavy set here on 3rd and short.
Man in motion. Handoff zone again. Osby's going to break a tackle. Makes another one miss. He bounces. He'll have a first down. Gain of 3. Coach Heritage had him in the backfield.
That was a great run right there. He was dead in the backfield and ran through it, arm tackle. But again, Heritage is fine. You know, you make them 2, 3, 4 yards of play, and you make them go long drives. You just can't give up the big play. Both teams just trying to keep everything front. Don't give up a big play early.
Coach Blue, I know I'm butchering this quarterback's last name. Number 9.
Aronson?
Aronson. All right, we'll go with that. Aronson takes the snap, drops back, is going to throw an out route intended for number 14. Micah Simmons, incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He had separation there. That was a good route. He stuck his foot and drove out.
Aronson's going to throw it out again. Intended for number 14 again.
Much better coverage on that one.
Mikey Willis, the Bayside transfer, in coverage for Heritage. 3rd and 10 for Vero. We're going to have an officials timeout, a water break. We're going to head to our first commercial break, and we'll come back. Good.
We're back.
All right, we're back here. 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 for Vero. Aronson lined up in the shotgun. Timeout, Vero. So while we do got a timeout, we're going to thank one of our sponsors, Top Notch Training 321, Brevard's newest and top-notch training center. TNT offers personal training where their custom one-on-one training plans are designed to meet your specific goals for complete fitness and well-being. Group training, high-intensity group sessions deliver amazing results while you work out with peers. Support each other while achieving your goals. Athletic custom training regimes designed to help athletes from any sport help build skills and endurance they need to remain competitive. Book an appointment, 321-345-1460, or visit online at topnotchtraining321.com. All right, we're coming back out of this timeout here. Coach, I think this is obviously if you're Heritage, this is pivotal to be able to get off the field on third down.
Every play is so crucial in the playoffs. I mean, you see Vero using a timeout in the first quarter on a 3rd and 10.
Aronson dropping back, trying to run a screen to E.J. White, and he's
Great
brought down.
coverage.
Devin McDonald read it the whole time.
Devin McDonald, who was snubbed from the district team, ridiculously makes the play. The senior linebacker. Sorry, I had to throw that out there.
Not a problem. It's an 8-yard loss by Devin McDonald. And, Coach, the young man that he tackled, E.J. White, is a pure athlete for Vero and very elusive when he's in open space. So Devin McDonald able to corral him before he gets out, and Vero forced a punt. Bad kick. That's going to come over here and hit a couple cheerleaders. That's got to be out of bounds.
That's going to be about a 8-yard punt.
Coach, it didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
See where they mark it.
They're going to mark it at the 30-yard line.
Be about a 6-yard punt.
Great field position for the Heritage Panthers.
There's that special teams, Coach.
And
the first break of the game goes to Heritage on special teams.
T.J. Monroe checks in as the tailback. Tayshawn Benson getting a breather. Alexander in motion. A little flip pass to Alexander's going to get around the edge. Nowhere to go. Coach, he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him 1. 2nd and 9 for Heritage.
Speed on speed.
Coach, and one thing when you got speed on speed with a jet sweep, you're not obviously going to be able to stretch it to the sideline the whole time. At some point, you got to put your foot in the ground and get vertical and
you
look for that
turn
cutback.
Out. That's right. You got to block. Everybody's got to block on the perimeter, and something's going to open up. But like you said, you got to get north.
Well, because sometimes with speed, teams with a lot of speed, they're going to overrun it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Put your foot in the ground, get vertical, and look for some work. 2nd and 9 for Heritage.
It's like a stretch zone play.
Yep. Tenna takes a snap, hands off Benson. Nowhere to go. He's going to pick up 2. 3rd and 7. Great job by this Vero D-liner.
Flag late there.
So someone from Vero Beach pulled off the helmet of one of the Heritage linemen.
That'd be a huge mistake.
J.R. Samuels checks into the game. Sophomore playmaker for the Panthers. Now, that O-lineman should not have to come back out because his helmet was ripped off by the Vero defender. He goes back in, 15-yard penalty on Vero for ripping the helmet off.
That's a huge mistake.
I'll tell you that for the Vero player, he's lucky that was just a face mask and not unsportsmanlike.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Heritage on the Vero 14-yard line after the 15-yard penalty from Vero.
Heritage catch 2 breaks early so far in this game. The muffed, well, not muffed punt, but just a bad punt for about 6 yards, and then the
You think we'll see a fade route here?
15-yard face mask penalty.
J.R. Samuels.
I don't.
One-on-one, Coach.
No, I think
Press
they run
man.
the ball.
Benson's going to try to get to the edge, Coach, and again,
No.
Vero has that speed.
Yeah, see that, and that's the thing when you play Oviedo in the middle of the year, and then you don't play anybody else. You know, not knocking who's scheduled the games or whatever, but they haven't seen this speed since Oviedo. So some of the plays that they've been running the last 4 or 5 weeks, where they're able to get the edge, they need to do what you're saying. They need to stick their foot in the ground and find that gap in that stretch.
Second and 11. That was a loss of 1. See Rob Lynn's comment. Tenna takes the snap. Looking to throw. Tenna's going to roll. Throws this one away.
That's a senior right there.
Smart play.
Yeah, I mean, knowing the rules. Don't force it. You got nothing going on. Don't try to be a hero in the first quarter. And we know they've got a kicker now too, Coach.
Yes, they do.
So you're in 3. You're pretty sure to get 3 points from here. So don't make a stupid mistake early in the game. Little hard count check with me.
Timeout, Heritage.
Your trips in the red zone, there might not be a lot of them, so good timeout by Heritage there to make sure they've got everything covered. If you're not sure, go ahead and burn one.
Sorry, Caleb, I'm removing these crazy links and making sure I didn't delete anybody I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, in the last few weeks, I say, yeah, you take a shot to Alexander, but that Vero secondary is up for the challenge, so that ball's got to be knocking down that pylon on spot.
3rd and 11 for Heritage.
Terrell.
We did score 103 points against Vero this year, so maybe this is a very good Vero football team, though. So Tenna drops back, tries throwing a screen to J.R. Samuels. Coach, you just got nowhere to go. Vero is playing great defense.
It just didn't time up right. Great job by Vero recognizing screen. These defenses are so good by both of these teams. The pursuit drill of both of these defenses and the speed.
And here I was thinking we'd see fireworks early. And
well, I mean, they're so athletic on both sides of the ball. That's why those 15-yard penalties and those bad punts are so huge in this game.
Kick is up. Kick is good. Heritage leads 3-0.
The weapon of a kicker, high school football.
2:29 left in the first quarter. Heritage strikes first.
And then that goes back to that decision Joe made on that second down, right? Throw the ball away.
Don't force it.
Don't force it. Don't take an unnecessary shot trying to, beat guys to the sideline you're not going to beat to the sideline. Just throw it away.
I see a Woods jersey down there.
Did he sneak his way down there?
He's right down there. I mean, he's in camouflage. Can't really see him.
He was trying to be a ball boy, but he showed up 5 minutes before kickoff, so probably didn't get it.
Caleb, good luck reading our numbers from the top of the Palm Beach press box tomorrow.
You might want to bring your binoculars.
We will be in all camo.
Buck you with a capital F. As a fellow broadcaster, you should know better.
Hey, we let the kids pick what they want to wear. Heritage set to kick off from the 40-yard line. 2:29 left in the first quarter. Coach, if you're Vero, the penalty, face mask penalty, and the bad punt hurt you.
That's right. It's 3 points.
Caught at the 1 yard line. Fake reverse. And Heritage is right there. He breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 19. Coach Heritage had him at the 5 yard line.
Yep. It's a great job by number 5 there for Vero. Derek Williams running through arm tackles. They had a little fake reverse show there. We might see that again later in the game. Usually when you do that, you have coaches keying on something the other team's doing, and you can go back to that later on if they do what you think they were going to do.
Jet sweep to number 1, the playmaker, Alfred. I'm sorry, that's Roberts.
See, and he turned it up. That was the difference.
He picked up 8 yards.
Huge key on that too, Coach, was they sealed the point of attack on the edge.
Coach, what would you define that? It's not a jet sweep because a sweep you're handing the ball off. What are we calling that, a jet toss? Or what are we running with that one? Forward pass.
Jet shovel, I guess.
Aronson takes a snap. We're going to have false start.
Looked like the Heritage guy made the offensive lineman flinch.
Yeah, there'll be a 5 yard penalty against Vero.
I love that little shovel, though, on the jet, because if he drops it, it's an incomplete pass as opposed to a fumble. And like your dad says, he wished they would have had it when he played because that's passing yards.
They running jet sweeps back in those days?
With the leather helmets?
Yeah, I mean, I think they were running buck sweep, maybe not jet sweep. Aronson, man in motion, is going to throw a screen. E.J. White catches it.
Great run after the catch.
Be a yard short of the first down. Connor Robinson on the tackle.
Connor Robinson. So you're saying the nose tackle just went out there and tackled a smoke screen on the sideline?
Correct.
That's good pursuit drill. There's a reason why he is the all-time leading sack man in Heritage football history.
Palm Bay up 7-3 over Titusville at halftime. And that was good enough for a Vero first down. I thought it was going to be third in an index card, but they gave it to him.
It's kind of far away over there, you know.
Aronson takes a snap, hands the ball off the middle. Harper there right away. Fights forward for a 2 yard gain.
What a great matchup. This thing's going to go down all the way down to the end.
Lancey Fort, the running back for Vero. 2nd and 7. Aronson drops back. He's looking, throws it in the middle. Wide open, E.J. White. Ramir Davis and J.R. Samuels on the tackle.
That's too much time.
Way too much time.
Yeah.
To the 48 yard line of Heritage. 1st and 10 Vero.
Somebody's going to come open. Can't cover that long. Heritage D-line's got to get pressure.
Aronson drops back. He's looking. He's got to scramble. Scrambling away this way.
Contain, contain.
He's still on his feet. He's cutting back. Brought down by Willis at the 26 yard line. Big run for Vero.
Great job by Vero's offensive line. He's got all the time in the world, and then
And Heritage brought pressure that one, Coach.
he reverse pivoted out and did a great job getting to the edge.
Into the first quarter here. Heritage leads Vero 3-0. Vero driving. And this quarter is brought to you by Rich's Auto Tech. Aha. Aronson takes snap, hands off 35. He's met by Devin McDonald. And number 10, Tajay Douglas on the tackle, 2nd and 7. Coach, both teams really just giving what the others, taking what the other one's giving them.
Yes.
Aronson drops back. He's going to throw stick route to E.J. White. Makes a man miss. Down to the 10-yard line.
They're going at 24 there. That's about the 4th time they've looked to throw over to that side. That's Mickey Gillis playing corner over there. A little bit too much cushion on that one. It's a double-edged sword. You come up too tight and get burned over the top, give up too much cushion, give up a hitch right there. You really got to rally after the catch and try to stop him from getting yards after the catch.
Heavy package comes in. Coach E.J. White's number 11 for Vero. I said it all night. He's elusive one-on-one. You got to wrap him up. Osby in. Handoff. Goes to Osby. He's going to fight forward. Touchdown, Vero.
Great job by that offensive line to open up a seam for him there.
Right now up front, Coach, it looks like Vero's winning the battle.
Well, definitely on that play. I mean, Heritage has held them inside to very low yards per carry, but on that particular play right there, they opened up a nice hole for him to walk in. Aside from the quarterback scramble, they've been doing a pretty good job against the run to this point.
Heritage has got to find a way to get pressure on passing plays.
And keep the pocket, and keep the edge, keep contained.
7-3 with 10:44 left in the first half. Rich's Auto Tech Services is a family-owned and operated business. Unlike other mom-and-pop shops, Rich's is invested in the newest technology and the industry has to offer. This means they can diagnose and repair your vehicle correctly the first time, getting you back on the road faster. Rich's Auto Tech is your trusted local resource for car repair, all makes and models. Rich's ASC certified mechanics will ensure your vehicle is fixed correctly on your first visit. We also offer free loaner cars for our customers as well as other service perks. Rich's Auto Tech is home with a 1,000,000-mile warranty and local car repair you can trust. To make an appointment, call 321-726-0636 or visit online at www.richesautotech.com. Vero set to kick off. Alexander and Cordero deep. It's going to be a squib. Zeke Amy recovers, or fields the kick, I should say. Coach, I think the entire kickoff team is tackling him right now.
Zeke Amy, great basketball player here in Brevard County.
1st and 10 Heritage on the 40-yard line. Great field position. Coach, who does Heritage normally have at corner? I know Gillis has kind of rotated in this year, but
they've had Cohen there. They've had Benson there. They've had a few guys over there opposite Samuel throughout the year. The more they rely on Benson to run the ball, the more he needs to take a break every once in a while on defense.
Handoff, number 22. Nice run. 1st down, 12-yard gain. Daniel Cawley.
Daniel Cawley knows how to get north-south.
Get skinny and get going.
We've seen him the last couple years. He can hit that gap. different back than Benson.
First and 10, Heritage on the Vero 49-yard line. Colley gets a handoff again. Ball's on the ground. Nope. Coach, that was a cleat, but it looked like a football.
Well, our window's a little fogged up here. Just we might as well go ahead and make that be known now. That might not be the last time that we see something we don't see.
The way the way the Vero defender ran after his shoe in the middle of the play, I thought it was a football. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for Heritage. Tenna's going to roll out right. Tenna's got him intended for Alexander, a little bit behind him, incomplete, 3rd and 7. Coach Vero doing a great job in that diamond formation, pressing.
Those guys have such great feet. They get out of their breaks and react so quick.
Yep.
Tenna's floating those balls to the flat a little bit. There's a little bit too much arc on those balls. He's got to get a little bit more on those because those Vero defenders are all over it.
Yes, Tay, that was definitely a pancake. Third and 7 for Heritage. Delay a game on Heritage.
Yeah, don't want to be 3rd and plus against this Vero defense.
It's going to bring a 3rd and 12. Vero shows blitz. Tenna's going to throw. Oof. Coach, did it get tipped or what's going on there?
It may have, but it's probably a good thing that it did. I didn't see much going on over here. First mental mistake by Heritage with the penalty, delay game.
Vero very close to blocking that one. And it's going to be a
turnover.
Punt. Turnover recovered by Heritage.
If that's the same returner, that's the second time that he's...
And Heritage just gets a turnover, spikes the football, now we got a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah,
it's playoff football. You can't make stupid mistakes.
Those, man. Every penalty in a game like this is so huge.
You just took your team from 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. Now you're back on 1st and 10 from the 30.
But if that's the second returner, that's the second ball that he's missed tonight.
That was a different returner this time.
Was it a different one?
That was R.J. Jones this time.
Got to be able to keep your emotions in check.
Coach Vero was close to blocking that punt.
Yeah, they got good pressure off the left side there. Heritage right. See, now you're going to go from being in the red zone.
Not to mention, it's going to put you way behind the sticks because that's a dead ball penalty.
And it's an unsportsmanlike, so if the young man gets another one, he's out for the game. So 1st and 10 Heritage from the Vero 30-yard line. 8:50 left in the first half.
The penalties and the mistakes are killer because when you go back and watch this game when it's over, if you lose the game because it's equally matched teams and you just get beat on the field, that's one thing. But when you make huge mistakes in key situations, those are things that just kill you in the offseason.
Yeah, Caleb. Heritage caught a big break.
It should be first and 25.
No, it's a dead ball.
Right.
It's 1st and 10. Happened after the play. Handoff goes to Benson. He fights down to the 20, to the 19.
Good surge there. You see that entire offensive line is 5 to 7 yards downfield.
Sorry, that's the 25-yard line. So gain of 5, 2nd and 5 for Heritage.
I see that. I'm just keep cramming it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, Coach Heritage hasn't had much success in the air throwing the football, and you've had little, spurts of it running. So I would think we would see heavy doses of Benson and Colley from here. Here goes Benson to the right side. Benson's going to get the edge.
For a second,
Ball's
the
out.
ball comes
Big
out.
hit from Vero. They're going to kick it out of bounds.
Oh, what a break.
Heritage catches another break. The Raiders down 16-0 at halftime to Jensen Beach. If any of you have Twitter and are on Spaces tonight, well, I don't know. If Titusville loses, Martell might not get on there, but somebody's going to be on top talking about Rockledge Raiders there, Caleb.
There was another one where you keep the stretch instead of sticking your foot in the ground and turning up north, right? But he had a good gain prior to the ball coming out.
So we went from, which would have been, 3rd and short. Now we're sitting here at 3rd and 15.
Heritage is getting good yards per carry on the last 2 possessions. Colley had the 10-yard run on 1st down.
Yep.
He got 4 yards on 2nd down. They decided to throw on 2nd and 3rd. And then, unfortunately, they fumble the ball there and put him behind the sticks.
Tenna drops back. Tenna's going to throw a stick. Alexander's wide open. Almost to the 20-yard line. It's going to be very close to a first down. Coach, are you going to run it here?
Yeah, I'm not kicking a field goal here. I'm going to go for it. I'm seeing my offensive line get push. I'm going to go ahead and hurry up here and get a playoff before Vero can sub in.
Coach Blue, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it like I have all season long. Joseph Tenna is probably, what do you think, 200, 220?
I already know what you're going to say.
Get your butt under center and get me a half a football and get me a first down.
Billy, I'm with you.
Hey, Billy.
Joseph Tenna did this same
Hey,
play.
Billy. Hey, Billy.
He breaks free.
Hey, there
Touchdown,
it is.
Heritage.
Billy Palmer on the play call, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did they get the first down, they take it all the way to the house.
Coach Joseph Tenna did that in the 12U BCY championship against Vero. That same play on 4th and 1 from the 20 to the crib. Tenna's blood.
Finally, you get what you wanted.
Get your butt under center.
Billy Palmer's fired up.
Extra point is up. It is good. Heritage leads 10-7. Coach, you can be fired up, but at the end of the day, all this fancy dancy stuff that people want to do nowadays, nothing beats mano y mano, me versus you. I can't say it on air. I'll say it at practice. Just big man. How to just big man?
Cram
big
it
man.
down their throat.
Stop me.
I mean, yards per carry on their last, I want to say, 5-6 rushes.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably 8-9 yards a carry.
Absolutely. 7-11 here left in the first half.
But that was a huge third down play there by Tenta. Great throw out to the sideline to Alexander. Great route by Alexander. To have that much separation, you've got to run a great route against this Vero Beach secondary.
Coach, and I actually thought Vero had him kind of pinned, but what happened is they all crashed, and Tenna was able to get free and break it to the outside.
The great protection there for Tenna to make that throw.
And if it's one thing, Coach, if you're Vero, the mistakes, the turnovers, and the penalties have hurt you to this game.
Yes.
You've allowed Heritage to be where they're at right now.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. You keep cramming it. It was like halftime at the Heritage Melbourne game. Melbourne, unbelievable job in the first half holding the Heritage down. Heritage comes out in the second half, crams it right down their throat, gets down inside the 25-yard line, then pulls an RPO, boom, slant, touchdown. You bring that defense up on that run, that opens up your pass.
First and 10, Vero after the touchback on their own 20.
I probably just upset Jeff Panucci by bringing that up, but I'm sorry, Coach.
Paul George, the last score we had was Jensen Beach was winning 16-0. Yeah, Heritage has a very young O-line, so they're mostly sophomores and juniors. Aronson drops back to pass. He's looking. He's got all day. He's got number 1 wide open.
And that's the soft spot on this Heritage defense is down the seams over the middle. Got to find a way to get pressure on the quarterback. Can't give him that much time for a guy to come all the way from the far numbers all the way across the field to the far hash and make a catch.
Coach, and here goes Osby outside. Nice tackle by Ramir Davis. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Good job getting through the traffic there and making that play.
Coach, this Heritage defensive line has not been able to get free to get to the backfield, and he's had all day to throw.
Well, I mean, that speaks to the ability of that Vero offensive line because we've seen all year Heritage defensive line just own the other team's O-line.
Second and 10 for Vero. Timeout, Vero. Get a quick read here. Orange Pest Control. Orange Pest Control was founded in 2013 by the brothers Jonathan and Jason Robertson with one simple goal in mind: to protect families from the unwanted pests and provide the best pest control in Brevard County. Orange Pest Control strives to provide the safest, most reliable pest control and lawn care services to all of their neighbors, giving you the relief and peace of mind you deserve. Orange Pest Control has received recognition for their professional services as in the Expertise Award of the Best Pest Control Companies of Melbourne 2021.
That was a great play by the quarterback on that long pass. They were looking to go at number 24, the corner over here on this side. Safety came over the top. 24 came underneath on a type of cloud. And then the check down was the crossing route coming from the backside.
And when you got all day to throw, you can read what you need to.
Yeah, and you can't cover that long.
Second and 10 for Vero. Aronson hands off, looking for some room. We're going to have a flag on the play. Great tackle by the Heritage defense, Ramir Davis and Connor Robinson. I don't think Vero got everybody set. Coach, if you're Heritage, are you going to decline it, make it 3rd and 10, or are you going to back them up to 2nd and 15? Illegal motion on Vero decline. So 3rd and 10 for Vero.
That's a head coach question. I'm not qualified to make that decision.
Aronson takes the snap. He's dropping back. Again, got all day to throw. Heritage on the 3. He's got a man streaking down the middle. Incomplete. He had him.
Little underthrown.
He had
there
to come back for it. That was number 7, Griffin. 4th and 10.
Who was the DB on that, Coach?
That was Alex Petit, number 9.
Just a little underthrown. Like you said, he got behind him, had a step.
Officials timeout, water break. This water break brought to you by Rich's Auto Tech. We'll be right back. All right, we're coming back here, 4th and 10 for Vero. We'd like to thank the FHSAA for granting us rights and accepting our donation of $500 to broadcast this game. Satellite down 28-0 to Mainland, Caleb.
Ooh.
Almost got that one blocked.
Get away from it.
And it'll be down around the 21-yard line. Heritage takes over 1st and 10. 5:30 left here in the first half.
Don't be surprised if you see some kind of twist or stunt from Heritage on defense to try to get some pressure on that quarterback. I know that's not what they typically do, but you just can't keep giving him that much time to throw the football.
And it's not, I mean, Heritage has a plethora of D linemen.
Yeah.
That Vero line's doing a great job in pass pro.
Yeah, look for them to loop an end or bring Connor out or something to try to get some pressure.
We got to get a donation for Coach Steve Esteem, man. They got to get him a headset. He's over here wearing his Beats. Get him a headset on the sideline. Tenna pitches out to TJ Monroe. We got to get a better block if you're Heritage from the receiver on that one.
You bring him out in motion to get him out there to be able to get a crack. Use your hands.
A loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Leave Steve alone. You're mean.
You know I like to mess with Pompano.
You're all over Steve.
All over Pompano. He's got his Crocs on today, which means he probably won't have any shoes tomorrow upon High.
I'll tell you what, though, one of the scariest things you'll ever see if you're carrying a football is that joker coming downhill at you.
Oh, yeah.
That dude could have hit.
2nd and 11. Heritage hands off TJ Monroe up the middle. Coach, he had a hole. He slips. He'll pick up 3. 3rd and 8.
Not many carries on the year for Monroe at running back. Try to work in some breaks for Benson. Get some other guys some carries.
Yeah, if you're Heritage, you better use the timeout. Tenna takes a snap. Throws a swing route to Benson, incomplete.
That doesn't happen often. Benson usually a very reliable receiver. Well, that's what you wanted to see if you're Vero. You wanted to get him to punt the ball. Start off with good field position here with enough time left on the clock to get a drive and some points before the half. Vero receives the ball to start the second half.
Nice punt by Tenna. It's going to go out around the 50-yard line.
I hear you, Coach Nellums. O'Galley on a roll. They got so much momentum going over there.
Everybody worried about this O'Galley-Rockledge rematch, but if Rockledge don't take care of their part, there will not be one.
Well, Jensen Beach is legit. Heritage played them in the Classic game, and that team is good.
Osby handoff up the middle. Osby got a big hole. Osby breaks
Runs
the
through
tackle.
a diving tackle. He's got speed.
Touchdown, Vero, 48 yards, Octavian Osby to the house.
And like that, Vero takes the lead.
Coach Blue, what were we talking about on the car ride over? When he's healthy, he's a scary athlete.
Oh, yeah, we've seen him when he was at Palm Bay. We saw him a couple years. If he gets ahead of steam going, he's a big boy.
Kick is up and good. 3:37 left until halftime. Vero 14, Heritage 10.
And that's something that we haven't seen hardly at all this year, is a big run by an opposing team on that Heritage defense in between the tackles. Great job by Vero on that blocking. I wish we had the ability to replay and watch some of these plays.
Little huddle sideline.
Yeah. See the technique of how they take care of those linebackers at the second level.
Need access. You know, we're going to need a tablet when we come broadcast of huddle sideline, so we can take a look at some replays here. Kicks this one deep to I.J. Cordero. Nowhere to go. Number 10 wraps him up for Vero at the 23-yard line. Heritage in the playoffs last year? I don't think so.
You're making me feel old, Billy.
Handoff up the middle goes to Colley. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. This is the last time these guys were in. Was the playoffs? Was it 2021 or COVID year? Sorry, 2020.
No, they made the playoffs. Tenta's 2021, I believe. Yeah, because the LJ had 2,200 yards rushing.
That's right.
Trey Ulmer was the quarterback the last 6 games of the year because Joe was hurt. I think they went up, played Ocala.
We got a flag on the play. We're going to have 2:47 left until halftime. False start on Heritage. The receiver in motion turned up.
Well, momentum swing going on here, Coach. Getting backed up in their own territory a little bit here. Do not want to give Vero a short field before the half because they received the second half kickoff.
2nd and 15 for Heritage. Tena takes a snap. Colley's got nowhere to go. Coach, when they come back out in this formation, I want you to see how Vero's lined up. There's nobody on the edge over here. 3rd and 17. Timeout, Vero.
Be a good time for Heritage to go on 2 or go hard count here, maybe get 5 yards back. But that Vero D-line is teeing off. And a good way to slow them down is to go on 2 or go hard count, just like they did on the opening play of the game.
Yep. Orange Pest Control uses reduced risk products that are tough on pests but not on your loved ones. They offer free retreatments so you can feel confident knowing you have the best service in town. From pest control to termite treatment to bedbug treatment to rodent control and lawn services, Orange Pest Control is the top choice in Brevard County. For more information or a free quote, visit www.goorangepest.com or for immediate service, call 321-631-1974.
Look at the coverage here. There is not a Vero player. Okay, they back up a little bit. I was going to say there's not a Vero player. They were up real tight, but they back off a little bit.
Sitting in too high. They're going to bring the blitz. Throws it out to Benson. Coach, he makes a couple miss, but Vero's got so many defenders in the area, he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
I still think Heritage needs to go on 2 or go hard count on offense right now. That Vero D-line is getting in the backfield.
We got a new returner back there, Coach.
He looks a little bit bigger than the other 2.
You can't tell if it's 11. It looks like it's E.J. White. Don't let him get the football. Timeout, Heritage.
I like it. You can't take him with you. Maybe they saw what you saw and said, hey, let's talk about this here for a second.
I still have nightmares of that kid running the football. You score 30 points in a game and you lose because you got him on the other side running rampant. Coach, that was a Super Bowl we had. When the bully gets bullied, then the rest of your kids don't want to play. You ever seen that? The big guy that everybody looks up to on your team. The Devin McDonald of Heritage. Not using him as, the bully gets bullied, so the rest of your kids, we're checking out of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2019 there. That was E.J. White running all over us. Didn't matter what we did. And he played quarterback. Joseph Tennant back to punt for Heritage. Oh, he's going to kick that one directly to him. E.J. White fields that one. Back to the 38. So great field position with 1:18 left if you're Vero. 1st and 10 on the Heritage 38-yard line.
Darwin, how many timeouts?
You're going to see 11 go over top right here, Coach.
Yeah, 24 is definitely going to need help over the top. He's up tight.
Oh, Heritage had a chance. They got a sack.
Yeah, they got him. They missed the first one. I thought they were in
trouble.
trouble.
Davis misses him, and Connor Robinson adds to his sack total. We have a flag on the play.
You young guys at home, when I say weight room, Connor Robinson is a perfect example of how you can transform yourself into one heck of a football player by grinding in the weight room.
Title still up 10-7 over Palm Bay with 4 minutes left in the third.
Looks like the penalty is going to be on Heritage.
Holding on to Heritage.
Things just not going their way right now. They get a sack, and a penalty negates the sack.
The screenplay wide open. Tajay Douglas had him wrapped up. He stays on his feet. Touchdown, Vero.
Tackling. Is that 25, Coach?
It was 35.
35. Josh Lansafort on the screen.
Great balance by the running back.
That's a great play call right there because Heritage is finally starting to feel like they get a little pressure. You get those guys coming upfield hard, and then you screen them. Usually Heritage does a great job recognizing screen, stops, retraces their steps, gets back.
Coach, I felt like Tajay Douglas had a great opportunity to tackle. We just couldn't,
Oh, absolutely.
35 made a play. 54 seconds left in the first half. Heritage 10, Vero 21.
Yeah, that's a great play call there. Heritage feels like they're starting to get some pressure and screen them.
Coach, not to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy before half. I've been watching the characteristics of this Heritage sideline. There's a lot of bickering going on.
Things
right
are starting to change a little bit.
A lot of bickering going on the sideline.
Well,
I'm not down there, so I can't be told what's said, but by the reactions, the immediate first thing I'm seeing is me.
Yeah, you got to keep it together. I mean, they were down, Caleb? They were down 14-0 early at Oviedo, and they fought back into that game. And so they've been in this situation before. They've been down before against a good team and fought back.
Zeke Amy's going to return this one. Trying to get to the outside. Brought down at the 31-yard line. 46 seconds left until halftime.
Couple big plays by Vero. Bang, bang. 21-10.
I haven't seen any update in the Rockwood score since it was 16-0. Jensen Beach. Handoff goes to Colley. He's going to get to the 35-yard line. Second and 5. Last play before the end of the half. Hands off to Colley. He'll have the first down, but that'll be the end of the first half.
Surprising there late in the second quarter. It looked like Heritage was getting push up front and were able to run the ball, but some costly mistakes with penalties backed them up and killed a couple drives for them, and then Vero scores 2 touchdowns on long plays with some missed tackles. Heritage needs to clean up the tackling and find ways to get pressure on that quarterback.
And one thing for Heritage coaches, they caught a lot of breaks early, and they were able to capitalize, but they got to make some adjustments come out in the second half, or it could be the end of the season. We'll come back. I think Caleb's going to let you listen to the band. Yep. All right, and he's got a read for you.
You are watching the FHSAA Class 4S Region 3 quarterfinal matchup between the Heritage Panthers and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any transcript of this game without the express written consent of the Brevard Sports Network and the Florida High School Athletic Association is strictly prohibited. We'd also like to, if you would like to plan your trip up to the state championship game held at FAMU, that's Florida A&M, up in Tallahassee. Go get your tickets for dates and times of the FHSAA High School State Championship games on their beautiful website at FHSAA.com. Again, it's www.FHSAA.com. And now we're going to let you listen to both of these great bands right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
thought it was going to be bad without him. He could be careful without me. I don't know what you do or what you do.
All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed listening to the bands. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with game time here on the Brevard Sports Network.
All right,
This game?
we got the legend Benny Smalls here. Good morning, America kid. Benny, tell me about your football season. How'd you do this year in flag football?
Can they hear us?
Oh, yeah. Score any touchdowns this year?
No.
Pull a lot of flags?
2.
2 flags? A game?
Yeah.
What was your number?
14.
Why 14?
Because if his baseball team won 14 games, then they would get to name me.
Okay, and they won 14 games and named you?
They won 16 games.
16 games. All right, so your dad stayed true to his bet, huh? You know what's going to be at the place tomorrow?
What's your brother
There's
doing?
Benny Smalls.
What's your brother doing tomorrow?
OMG Hibachi Grill.
You still do that? You remember that one?
Not yet.
Hey, what's your brother doing tomorrow?
He is having a game.
What kind of a game? Is it a big game? What do they call it?
Super Bowl.
That's right. The 12U Super Bowl, right?
Uh-huh. Can they actually hear me?
Oh, they can hear you.
Hear you.
Loud and clear.
All 118 of them.
Loud and clear.
Even those people?
What's your second half prediction? What do you think's going to happen in this game? Second half.
They're going to kick the other team's butt?
All right, there it is. Heritage with the comeback. Thanks, Smalls. Appreciate you stopping by.
Can I stay?
Well, that was cool.
He's out of here, though.
Oh, yeah. He's like, can they actually hear us? Oh, yeah. We're not sitting up here talking to ourselves, hopefully.
Heritage set here for the second half kickoff, trailing 21-10.
Well, like I said, Heritage has been down before. They were down 14 points at Oviedo, came back, tied the game. So they've been in this situation before, being down against a really good team, more than one score. So I'm sure they made some adjustments at halftime. We'll see what they do here in the second half.
It's going to be a fielded kick about the 5 by number 1, Roberts. Ball's loose. Ball is out. Not sure who recovered it. Heritage recovers.
Oh, that's the turnover they needed right there, big time. Big time turnover to start the second half. All the momentum in the world was going Vero's way, going into that locker room. They get the second half kickoff. That's huge for the Heritage Panthers.
First and 10 Heritage on the Vero 30. Smalls is back.
Smalls got the bug.
Small one got some signed some autographs real quick, didn't he?
All right, let's see what they can do with it here. 30-yard line.
We haven't seen much of a deep passing game for Heritage here yet. Tena drops back. He's got a man. He's going to throw it. Great coverage by Vero.
I like the sudden change. Come right, take a shot, turnover.
Second and 10 for Heritage. Small signed up for baseball or basketball?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Both. He'll do baseball in the spring.
Tennis sends a man in motion. That's Monroe. He's going to hand the ball off to that's Benson. Benson's going to get around the edge. He's down the sideline. Tayshawn Benson steps out of bounds, being chased by 34, Afion Rivers Jr.
Huge first down.
sorry.
We were wondering about Benson. We hadn't seen him. He hadn't carried the ball for a little while there. We were wondering if he was banged up in the second quarter or not, but there he is.
First and goal from the 10 after a 20-yard run for Tayshawn Benson.
Good job on the edge out there.
That first down brought to you by Rich's Auto Tech. This drive brought to you by Top Notch Training 321. Making Caleb change the graphics like crazy. And we're going to come back to the same play, and Big 99 swallowed that one up. Coach, I like it. You run it. It works. Stop me again, and, well, Vero did that time.
Yeah. Heritage yards per carry in this game is very good.
Second and goal from the 10-yard line. Titusville 13, Palm Bay 7 with 1 minute left.
What's that Palm Bay score again?
13-7 Titusville.
13-7 Titusville.
Under center, man in motion is Alexander. A little counter with Monroe. He breaks the tackle. He's going to get flipped around the 2-yard line. Coach, I'm going to call him out because I know the kid personally, but Xavier Alexander has to make a block on the edge. That's twice. He has not blocked somebody on the edge.
Keeping it real, Coach.
I won't say nothing on air that I won't tell him in person. I promise you that.
I hear you.
Benson has to waste a timeout here.
I'm all right with that. That's what those timeouts are for. You're down there close. You've got to get this payoff here. Got to get this game back within reach. Coach, that's the difference. You know, if you're a receiver and you can block your position and you can be a complete receiver, those colleges are looking at that. They're not just going to watch your highlight tape. They're going to put a game in, and they're going to watch you from start to finish if they're going to offer you. They want to know if they can count on you on the perimeter to be a good blocking wide receiver.
I mean, there's a lot of guys that can catch footballs and run routes, but how many of you want to get physical, be unselfish, make a block, and you can score touchdowns and run routes?
I'll tell you what, Jomo Gordon was a perfect example of that. He played as a true freshman, 17 years old until November, but he was the best blocking wide receiver on Bethune-Cookman, and they didn't burn his red shirt because that dude would block you into the bench.
Heavy package. Devin McDonald checks in. Colley and Tayshawn Benson in the backfield. Third and goal from the 4-yard line. Counter to Benson. He's got nowhere to go, Coach. He's going to lose 2 yards.
Great penetration there by Vero.
If you're Heritage, obviously, this you go for 7 or you get 3 and make this an 8-point game.
I'll take the 3.
Benson's got to run this one. I'm sorry, he's going to send his quarterback back in on this one. Fourth and goal from the 5. Tenna rolls out. We got a flag on the play. Tenna keeps it. He scores. See what the flag is. Illegal motion. Heritage.
Oof.
Negates the touchdown run.
That'll turn it into a field goal.
Well, here comes the receivers have checked back into the game, so it's going to be 4th and goal from the 10-yard line. Nope, now we're going to kick field goal.
So, kicking the field goal, I told Coach Stengel, the soccer coach here at Heritage High School, that I would give a shout-out to Zidell, the kicker. Scored 2 goals last night and played most of the game versus MCC. a Heritage soccer team, and he has only been kicking balls for about a month. Footballs.
Snap is up, kick is up. Coach, he's got a leg and a half on him. Wide left.
That one stings a little bit. You get down there that close and walk away with no points. Defense needs to step up big time here.
First and 10, Vero. Arson out wide, the number 14. I'm sorry, Aronson. Simmons with the catch. Gain of 8. Second and 2 for Vero.
Coming to 24 side.
Aronson's going to throw it out wide again. Intended for number 11, incomplete. J.R. Samuels in coverage. Titusville wins over Palm Bay.
Coach Holmes gets his first playoff win.
And Spaces lives another week.
Hey, great job by Coach Holmes at Titusville. What a turnaround that he's done with that program.
Third and 2 for Vero. Osby checks into the game. Osby has 2 out of the 3 touchdowns for Vero. Handoff goes to Osby again. Osby tries to stretch it right side. Coach, he's a big back. He falls forward. First down, Vero.
When he's healthy, he's one of the best backs around. You know, one thing we haven't really touched on in this game, there's so much talent out there on the field, but the coaching staffs on both sides of the field. I mean, you have got amazing game plans, adjustments. Some of these calls are, some of these big plays the calls are making are just amazing calls.
44 on the right side. That's Osby. He's going to pick up 4. Second and 6 for Vero.
There's your man, Coach Wilson, tuning into the broadcast.
Todd Wilson. Hope Coach is doing well.
He talks about you all the time, Coach.
Rock down 16-6 to Jensen Beach. Aronson's going to roll right. He's going to be sacked. A loss of 3. Third and 8 coming for the Vero Indians. You know, Coach Wilson, back in the day, I was an intern for like 5 classes, and I had to, you know, one of my jobs was to take the bread out of the freezer so that they could make the peanut butter and jellies for the kids the next day. I had to do that before I left school, right? On I left school on Wednesday. I had to take the bread out for, sew it all under night, and they would have bread in the morning. Well, I didn't go to school because it was senior skip day. Todd Wilson called me and told me I have one job. They didn't have bread the next day because I didn't go to school for senior skip day. Man, he let me hear it forever. 3rd and 9 for Vero. Aronson drops back. He's looking. He's got all day to throw again. Breaks the tackle. Falls forward. First down, Vero.
Tackling. Open field tackling has hurt Heritage in this game. Great coverage downfield. Nobody to throw to.
Yeah, if you ever ran into Coach Wilson, I'm sure he's got a lot of stories.
Billy Palmer stories?
I'm sure he's got a lot of them.
It's a great run there by the quarterback.
Aronson drops back, hands off right side. That's 35 big. Adam Cassay on the tackle. Going to mark him at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10 for Vero. .707 left in the third quarter. Caleb, we were right. Coco's game is over about 30 minutes ago. Alan's probably at home or at studio, wherever he's doing his post game. I didn't see any Coco games this season, but I'm sure I'll be able to watch them make their deep run that they always do. 2nd and 10, Vero. Aronson takes the snap. It's going to drop back. It's going to be sacked. Guess who? Connor Robinson.
D-line finding a way to get some pressure here. Shout out to Coach Lyle Neighbor pointing out that they are doing some stunting. Sent a linebacker on that. Heritage is not a heavy blitz team, but like I suspected at halftime, Coach Ainsley's got to dial something up to get pressure on the quarterback.
3rd and 18. Martell, I see the Terriers got to win. And in your case, the Raiders are going to lose, so spaces will be nice and good for you tonight. PRMD spaces, Caleb, you going to tune in?
Come on now. I need something to listen to when I'm sitting in the studio for post game.
Martell will keep you entertained. Pitch outside to number 7. He's going to get to the 41-yard line. Going to bring up 4th and 11 after the 7-yard, as Coach Blue calls it, reception.
Big stop for Heritage there. They needed that. Ball's on the ground.
Bad snap. Oh, he's going to get the edge, Coach. Brought down at the 31. So here we are, Heritage again. They're going to be the 3rd drive of the game that they've started at the Vero 35 or better, but only coming away with 7 points so
yeah,
far.
They've got to get the payoff here. A couple breaks going their way. Turnover on the kick return to start the second half, and now a bad snap on the punt. Rolls between the punter's legs. Heritage got to get that ball in the end zone. These are the breaks Heritage needed coming out of halftime to get back in this game.
Officials timeout, water break. 3-2-1. Top-notch training, 3-2-1. Brevard's newest and top-notch training center. TNT offers personal training where the custom one-on-one training plans are designed to meet your specific goals for complete fitness and well-being. Group training, high-intensity group sessions deliver amazing results while you work out with your peers, support each other while achieving your goals. Athletic custom training regimes designed to help athletes from any sport help build skills and endurance they need to remain competitive. To book an appointment, call 321-345-1460 or visit online at topnotchtraining321.com. First and 10, Heritage on the Vero 32-yard line. 4:57 left in the third quarter.
Now, when I say Heritage not a heavy blitzing team, in their schedule, they didn't have to bring extra people because they were able to control the line of scrimmage, get pressure on the quarterback with that D-line. But against this Vero Beach offensive line, they have to dig into the bag a little bit to try to manufacture ways to get pressure on that quarterback. They've been doing it so far here in the second half.
Alexander in motion. Tenna's looking. Tenna's got all day to throw. Tenna's going to roll. Tenna's going to roll again. Throws it to Alexander. He got hit early.
No flag, so
Nope.
Good breakup by number 4 there for Vero Beach.
Wesley. 2nd and 10.
That separation goes away so quick with these Vero Beach defensive backs. Good job by Tenna extending the play, try to make something happen. But great recovery there by number 4 for Vero Beach, Don Quayle Wesley.
Coach, are you surprised we haven't, I mean, it's only second down, but not to see Benson carry the ball on first down? Vero shows blitz. Handoff goes Benson. Benson's going to try to stretch. Makes one man miss. Cuts forward. Gain of 2. 3rd and 8.
I think he's starting to figure it out now. Instead of trying to stretch it and continue to go east-west, you saw him there stick his foot in the ground. But, yeah, I mean, throwing the ball on first down, if you're doing anything consistently, you like a tendency breaker. So I'm okay with throwing it on first down every once in a while. You like to see him cram it because it's been working for him, but you also like to break up the tendencies, so it takes a little bit of pressure off you up front.
I'm waiting for one of these fade routes here to J.R. Samuels with nothing but the end zone. And there it is. Tenna's going to throw this one up. Great coverage by number 3, R.J. Jones.
Joe would have liked that to be a little bit deeper. Try to knock that pylon down.
Fourth and 8 for Heritage. Travis drove. Palm Bay lost to Titusville 13-7. We can't even see on this side of the field.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Low snap. Tenna takes a snap. He's going to throw this one. He's got a man. Touchdown, J.R. Samuels.
What a catch by the sophomore. I love it. Joseph just throws the ball up to his guy. Let your dude make a play. That was awesome.
Coach, great concentration to reel that one in.
I mean, that's a lot of faith in your guy there. You just throw it up. And that's the play Heritage needed to get back into this ball game.
Kick is up. Kick is good. 3:46 left in the third quarter. 21-17 Vero. And we'll be right back. All right, Coach. Not that we didn't have a ball game. A little tighter now.
It's going to go down to the wire, man.
Vero's hurt themselves all night with turnovers and drop punts and kickoff return fumbles. And so it'll be a squib kick. Going to go out of the back of the end zone. Vero takes over 1st and 10 on their own 20.
They've seen a great adjustment by halftime. Defensive coordinator Heritage Mark Ainsley being able to manufacture some pressure on the quarterback. They've gotten to him a couple times.
Shane, the last score we had was 16-6 Jensen Beach. It's probably been about 10 minutes since we got that score, so that was the last score we had. Jensen Beach was up 16-6. Heritage showing blitz.
Be a good time for another screen here for Vero.
Gonna throw it out wide. Ooh. Incomplete.
Little RPO action there.
Coach, I think he wanted to hand it, but I don't think the running back was showing.
Yeah, Heritage having a couple sacks and getting pressure on the last drive. Now's a good time for a screen.
2nd and 10 for Vero. Aronson takes a snap, drops the back, is looking, and there goes number 8, King Moore on the sack. Coach, I think somebody woke up the Heritage Panthers defense.
What a difference. I mean, they couldn't – he was standing back there 7-8 seconds in the second quarter, but Heritage has definitely found a way to get in that backfield.
Well, let's put it this way. They got one of the top defensive coordinators in the state of Florida, Mark Ainsley. So you know he's going to make halftime
Without a
adjustments.
doubt.
Hey, Martell, I bet we score more than Titusville did tonight. In the first 5 minutes, we'll score more than that. Aronson drops back. Going to throw it, number 1, wide open. Brought down by Alex Petit at the 41-yard line of Heritage, Coach, and that's one of those backbreakers if you're the Heritage Panthers.
Yeah,
Great
great
play
job.
by Vero.
Yep, great job stepping in the pocket there by Aronson, the quarterback. Finding his man downfield, got behind the coverage, got lost back there.
Martell, we already won D in a blender tonight. He ain't trying to coach tomorrow. First and 10, Vero. Looks like Rockledge tied it up, 16-6. Hand off Osby up the middle. Ramir Davis is right there. Devin McDonald's right there. Nowhere to go.
That's one of the things about rushing 3. You're going to leave huge scramble gaps for that quarterback to step up in the pocket. And when he does that and buys himself more time, guys get lost in coverage. Scramble drill, guys break open. They reroute. Pocket integrity.
We have reached the side of the field where Coach Blue can no longer see out of the window. It is
We're fogged up pretty good.
hand off Osby, little counter. Osby's going to try to get outside. He breaks one tackle. Brought down by Tayshawn Benson after a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7 for Vero.
Great job by Benson there on that tackle. Osby runs through those leg tackles. Benson able to trip him up.
1:13 left in the third quarter. Aronson takes the snap. He's got a man wide open, number 14. He got a free release. He makes one man miss, brought down around the 10-yard line.
There's that soft spot again over the middle.
Coach, well, Tayshawn Benson went to jam him. He did and let him go, and there was just no one behind him to cover the guy. First and goal, Vero at the 10-yard line.
Vero with the heavy package.
Handoff goes to Osby. Osby tries to stretch to the sideline. Ramir Davis is right there, brought down. About a 3-yard gain.
This is what good football teams do. You punch them in the mouth, and they come right back at you and respond. Going to be the end of the third quarter.
All right, back down to where we can see.
Grab yourself a cold drink and buckle your seatbelt. It's going to be one heck of a fourth quarter here.
I mean, if you're Heritage, obviously you want to hold them to a field goal here.
That's a tough spot for Heritage. You're rushing 3. You're opening up huge scramble lanes when you rush 3. So you want to bring a 4th linebacker, but when you do that, you're opening up a spot in the middle of the field by bringing that backer. Aronson does a great job moving around in the pocket, finding his release, buying his receivers time to get open.
Second and goal from the 6. E.J. White checks in the quarterback. Direct snap run you're going to see. He's going to keep this one. Fights forward, down to the 1. Third and goal from the 1.
Heavy QB sweep load there. You got a sniffer back, wing back, bring a guy in motion, leads up. Looks like the same play.
They had him. They stopped him. Fourth and goal from the 1.
Huge stop.
Devin McDonald.
Devin McDonald, number 7. What a career.
Here comes the heavy package for Vero.
I thought they were already heavy, Coach. They're going more heavy?
Oh, Osby's checking in the game.
Not a receiver in that group. There's your under center.
Fullback. He didn't get it.
Oh,
Oh, he did. They're going to get him on the roll. Touchdown, Vero. Coach, he was initially stopped.
Yes, he was. He kept his feet moving.
We got a lot of people laying around there, Coach. Injured player on the field for Heritage.
It looks like Devin McDonald. He's going to get up. Leaving it all out there on the field. Does not want this to be his last game here at Heritage.
He is up, hopping off of his own power. Again, Coach, I thought they had him stopped, and they let him roll off, and when he rolled, he stretched into the end zone, and it was a touchdown. Kick is up. Kick is good. 10:55 left in the game. Vero 28, Heritage 17.
That missed opportunity by Heritage early in the third quarter is going to be huge here as we get down the stretch.
Folks, a big day of youth football tomorrow. 7 Super Bowls will be played at Palm Bay High School, and the ACYAA will be broadcasted by the Brevard Sports Network. Caleb, Allen, and whoever else shows up, I'll come up for the senior game.
I think we got Adam Franco scheduled to appear.
Okay.
Jackson Rob's going to be there.
Jackson Robb. Alexander's going to return this kick. Gets to the edge, going to get knocked out of bounds. 1st and 10. Heritage on their own, 27.
Heritage has enough time to go back to the run. Plenty of time here for them to go down and score a touchdown. Going back to the run that was working for them. They don't have to be in panic mode or hurry up mode yet.
Tennant takes a snap. Tennant's going to throw it out. TJ Monroe. He's going to get free, Coach. And number 7, Xavion Tutu Griffin, just absolutely shucked the Heritage receiver off his feet.
I'm going to have to take your word for it. I can't see much of anything at this point. This window's so fogged up.
Second and 2, handoff up the middle to Colley. He's going to fight forward. We'll see where they mark him. And they're going to give him a first down. Yeah, Coach, you can't see nothing out that window.
No.
I think that's how Dak Prescott looks when he's trying to throw the ball down the field.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to go ahead and apologize to Leon Frazier for my man.
That was a complete Leon Frazier shot.
All right, I'm good now. I'm standing up. I can see fine.
First and 10. Tenna takes the snap. Throws it quick to Zeke Amy. Zeke Amy tries to spin out. A great tackle by number 3, R.J. Jones.
Yeah, those Vero Beach defensive backs are really good football players. Great feet, great recovery.
Your weatherman, Daryl Duran, says the fog's coming off the marsh.
The what?
The fog is coming off the marsh. Chief meteorologist Daryl Duran. Tenna throws a
nice
got
throw.
Alexander.
First down.
First down to the Vero 42.
There was a backer in between him and Alexander, and I was a little nervous when that ball came out of his hand, but good job throwing it over the backer. That's a tough throw for a quarterback.
Uh-oh. Leon is on. So, Leon, if you're at the stadium, come on up. We'll show you what it looks like to look through the eyes of Dak Prescott. They might be better than my Colts, Daryl. However, my Knowles are way better than the Gators.
Tough run there by Holly. Good 4 yards on first down.
Second and 7 for Heritage. 8:34 left.
Looks like we got a Vero player down.
Injured Vero player on the field.
Good job by Heritage not panicking and abandoning the run. Plenty of time left on the clock. Staying balanced.
Orange Pest Control. Orange Pest Control was founded in 2013 by brothers Jonathan and Jason Robertson with one simple goal in mind: to protect families from unwanted pests and provide the best pest control in Brevard County. Orange Pest Control strives to provide the safest, most reliable pest control and lawn care services to all of their neighbors, giving you the relief and peace of mind you deserve. Orange Pest Control has received recognition for their professional services in the Expertise Award of Best Pest Control Companies of Melbourne in 2021. For information, give them a call, 321-631-1974 or www.goorangepest.com. Young man is up, and it's second and 7 for Heritage. 8:25 left in the football game. Tenna takes a snap. Tenna's going to throw this one up top. I.J. Cordero incomplete.
Just a little overthrown there.
Coach Tenna wasn't really able to step into that when he had pressure in his face.
It's a good call by Heritage. Vero goes one high there and brings an extra guy in the box. We go over the top there.
I will tell you this, Coach Leon. Harbaugh could definitely teach you how to read signs. I know that much.
Oh, jeez. Too soon, man. Don't open that can of worms.
Leon said, Dak is winning MVP. We need Harbaugh in the booth to help Dak read defenses.
You guys are brutal.
3rd and 7 for Heritage. Tenna takes the snap. Coach, he threw it. Miscommunication by both receivers. 4th and 7 for Heritage.
I like the confidence in Vero by bringing the extra guy up into the box, going one high, making Heritage throw the ball. That's one way to get somebody out of their run, is to bring another guy into the box and dare him to throw over the top.
Legendary spaces, Martell.
Timeout Heritage.
Timeout, Heritage.
Obviously, a
8-12.
crucial play here.
Yep, got to convert. Only got one timeout left. Rich's Auto Technology Service is a family-owned and operated business. Unlike the other mom-and-pop shops, Rich's invested in the newest technology the industry has to offer. This means they can diagnose and repair your vehicle correctly the first time, getting you back on the road faster. Rich's Auto Tech is your trusted local resource for car repair and all makes and models. Rich's ASC certified mechanics will ensure your vehicle is fixed correctly on your very first visit. We also offer free loaner cars for our customers as well as other service perks. Rich's Auto Tech is home of the million-mile warranty and local car repair you can trust. To make an appointment, call 321-726-0636 or visit online at www.richesautotech.com.
8:12 left in the fourth quarter here.
Rockledge tied 16-16 going to overtime.
Crucial play here for Heritage in this game. 4th and 7 on the Vero 39.
False start on Heritage.
That's going to make it that much harder.
On the senior right tackle. Tenna's going to roll out right.
Oh,
He's got
what a play.
Xavier Alexander.
What a
First
clutch
down.
play. What a clutch
Heritage.
play by the senior Joe Tenna. Alexander, great job reaching back for that ball. They had to have that to stay in this game. That was huge.
8 minutes left.
Great job by Heritage moving the pocket, getting him outside on the move.
Handoff up the middle. Gain of 3. Second and 7 for Heritage. 7:45 left. Tenna drops back. Gonna
Ball's
throw it up.
tipped.
Great job by the 36. There's no 36. Is that 31? Warren Perry on the pass breakup.
Obviously 2-down territory here.
.720. Clock has stopped. 3rd and 7 for Heritage. Yeah, Seth, I think they do realize they haven't been able to be successful down the field against this Vero defense all night. Tenna takes a snap. Tenna drops back. Tenna's going to throw it up deep. Incomplete. Intended for I.J. Cordero.
It's going to bring up a 4th and 7 here. Another crucial 4th down for Heritage. Trying to keep this fight going.
Trey Thompson, what's going on? 7 left. 4th and 7 for Heritage.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them roll to the field here with another flood route, just like they did on the last 4th down. You know Vero's going to bring pressure, so you get him out of the pocket, get him a little bit of room, buy him a little time. You got Samuel in number 2 here.
Tenna drops back. Got Alexander.
Another
down
huge play.
to the 10-yard line. Another 4th down play by Joseph Tenna
I
to
think they
Xavier
roughed him.
Alexander.
There's a flag in the backfield. I think they hit Tenna late. He's limping.
Coach, there's no time to limp.
No,
It's your senior season.
He's done. He's fine.
Yes, sir, Trey.
So not only do they get the first down, but it looks like they're going to tack on another 15 on the top of that.
It's going to be half the distance, so it's going to go down to the 5.
2 huge fourth down conversions by the senior Joe Tenna, throwing strikes.
I mean, Steven, yeah, you could say that, but when you're locked into a 2-year contract and it's your first year as a head coach, you can only change so many games. I mean, Heritage tried to play Rockledge. Rockledge wanted to charge them $2,000 to play. So, Heritage did try to play different competition. Well, we'll see a much different schedule moving forward. Tenna's going to take the snap. Tenna's going to roll right. Throws it up, incomplete. 2nd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, Keegan Matchell, tight end, coming into the game. Probably going to see some run here. Machel, sorry.
I'll tell you what, though, Vero's been playing his war chant for the last 25 minutes. I'm a Seminoles fan, but good Lord.
Well, that's what they do, man. That's what the Seminoles do.
Tenna in the gun. Hands off to Benson. Benson stretches. Benson's cuts. He's going to get down to the 3. 3rd and goal for Heritage. 6:43 left in the game.
I remember it was 2000 national championship game, Florida State, Oklahoma. Florida State played that war chant about 1,000 times that game. It was like they never stopped.
Tenna takes a snap, hands off. Benson's going to get down to the – they're only going to get a gain of 1, so 4th and goal for Heritage. We're going to see a quarterback sneak.
Well, I mean, they're down 11, so you could argue for kicking the field goal here to make it 8, but you're so close.
And, Coach, this happened to them in the beginning of the 3rd quarter. They weren't able to get in, so Tenna's going to keep it. Tenna's not going to get in.
Oh, jeez. Huge stop for Vero right there. So it's an 11-point game with 5:39 left in the 4th quarter. Vero's going to take over. Two huge 4th down conversions on that drive to get down inside the 2-yard line, but come up short.
Coach Terrell, I mean, we got official time at Waterbury. Coach Terrell, that might be true, but, I mean, it was just 2 years ago they were playing for a regional title. I mean, they got a bad year, kick them while they're down, right? Is that what people do these days? Well, yeah, I guess we could say the same thing about the Gators. They're not playing for a national title anytime soon either, so right?
That's the 2nd time Heritage has been down inside the 5-yard line tonight. Not able to convert for points.
Yep, Jason White was the quarterback, Terrell.
Twice inside the 5 and 3 times inside the red zone.
Yep, got to convert for points. Great job by the Vero defense tonight. Bowing up down there deep in the red zone. Heritage needs a turnover badly.
1st and 10, Vero. Osby in the backfield. Handoff goes to Osby. He's going to pick up about 6. Still fighting. Gets up to the 10. 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2.
That man's strong.
Coach Terrell is crazy. I'm going to let the people in the comments handle him.
Well, he's probably wanting you to get the word Gator out of your mouth. You want to fire him up quick, boy. That's
Yeah, I can't help it. Get beat by a 2-7 Arkansas team. Handoff goes Osby left side. Coach, he's
Running
just
through
running
tacklers.
through Heritage defenders.
What a game for Osby. You talk about yards after contact tonight for that young man. Devin McDonald's limping off. Looks like he got some tape on that ankle, but it's still bothering him.
4:37 left in the ball game.
Heritage needs a turnover. Vero's going to milk every second they can get off of that clock.
Osby looking for some room. He makes one man miss.
What a cutback.
Gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for Vero.
He hasn't been their workhorse all season, so he's fresh. His body is primed and ready for a playoff run, and he's shown it tonight.
Handoff again to Osby. Heritage is there, Coach, but he's just running through the defenders. First down, Heritage. I'm sorry, Vero.
Yards after contact. Heritage is frustration really starting to set in now.
Coach, this right here is where you just take the will out of somebody. 3:23 and rolling.
Well, people that have seen Osby play in the past and guys out there that have coached him, I'm sure they're not surprised by his performance when he's healthy.
No, that
He's
was
tough as nails.
His big issue at Palm Bay. I mean, Coach, I coached him when he played for West Melbourne. He went to Palm Bay High for 3 years. I mean, a wrestler and just he's a tough, hard-nosed football player, and he's not going to go down on one person. Handoff up the middle. He's going to pick up 3.
2:45 left. Clock is rolling. Time running out on the Heritage Panthers. They need a turnover here.
.212 left. That'll be a jet toss to number 1.
That's
Makes
going
one
to be
man
another
miss.
first down.
Yep, down to the 48, brought down by number 10,
Now under 2 minutes to play.
Tajay Douglas.
Well, Billy, great night for Osby on the ground.
Absolutely.
Amazing night for the Vero defense inside the red zone.
Handoff again up to Osby. Gain of 3 to the 50.
Looks like Heritage is going to use a timeout.
Yep, 2nd and 7. 1:16 left in the game. Heritage has 2 timeouts. Now they're down to 1. Coach Blue, I'm sure we'll see some of these Heritage Panthers in the BSN High School All-Star game.
Yeah, this Thursday, December 14th, we'll have the North versus the South at Melbourne High School. Brevard Sports Network will be there live broadcasting the game. Sponsored by BSN Sports, not Brevard Sports Network, but Best Supply Network, BSN Sports, uniforms, apparel, and equipment.
The best formation in football, Coach.
Not if you're a Heritage Panther.
Well, not if you're a Heritage Panther. As an offensive coordinator.
But, hey, you
I
know,
like to see the
shout out to
victory
Coach
formation.
Mykel Benson in his first year as a head coach here at Heritage. District champions for the first time since 2018. A great season for Heritage. Unfortunately, they were matched up with this tough Vero team in the first round of a brutal region here.
Yeah, I mean, you got Vero Beach, Treasure Coast, DeLand, Osceola. I mean, just this 4S region, I don't care who you are, it's going to be hard to get out of. And obviously the max preps rankings and things like that play a factor. Heritage thought they were going to draw Spruce Creek last week. They lost some points in max preps from playing Bayside. It kind of hurt them, but I mean, again, Coach Benson can only do so much with a schedule when you come in mid contract to changing a schedule around and trying to get schools to agree to play you. It was a task for him this year, but again, the 2-year cycle starts over in 2024, and we know the Heritage Panthers will be back with a different schedule.
They'll have some new faces. There'll be a new quarterback next year for the first time in 4 years. Number 6. Joe Tento won't be a quarterback. Great career by that young man. Tayshawn Benson, great career here at Heritage. Not the way they wanted it to end.
Just the list goes on, Coach. You got guys like Devin and McDonald that have just put their heart into this program, and you know some of the senior offensive linemen, Connor Robinson,
Tyshawn Townsend, who unfortunately got hurt in the Vieira game, didn't get to finish his senior year. We prayers out to him to hope that he heals up well and recovers from his injury.
The Raiders win 19-16. Rockledge comes back and beats Jensen Beach. And, folks, that'll be it. Vero 28, Heritage 17. That'll be the final. Tune in to Brevard Sports Network for post-game coverage of all the playoff games. And tomorrow, the ACYA 2023 Super Bowl. Caleb, we'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Everybody else, have a good night.